understand like what's the purpose of what we do, right? So this is the after you take a look at how we move our stop loss and everything we do. This is how to post and enter and exit in your Discord. So this is the what you're doing here, the basics to what we have, right? So we're going to take a peek here, and this right here is XLM currently trading here, and we have a lot going on with XLM here. All right, so let's get over how to post in the system that we're doing here, right? So first of all, let's get very clear here what the job is, right? So let's get this out of here. So the win, right? A win. What's a win, right? A win is 20%, right? We are here to master the 20% trade, right? And you say, yo, VC, we're here to master the 20% trade. Exactly. So this is why when we move our stop losses, as we move them, we're always moving them towards the 20. Your job is to win 20% on your trades, and that's the goal, right? Not anything else. So all the money or whatever we don't focus on. We focus on the percentage, right? And the percentage is how you make the most money, guys. And what I mean by that is the whole point of the 20% trade is this, is that one day you will have a $5,000 trading bag. And when you make 20% on $5,000, that means you will make $1,000 a trade, right? You have a $5,000 bag. You make 20% on a trade, and that equals a $1,000 trade. You make 2 trades a week, you earn $100,000 a year. That is how you get into a system, right? So guys, this is the system, and this is how you make the money. So guys, if you want to make $100,000 a year, you have to understand how you're getting there, right? The movement to where you're getting, how far you're going, etc. And it's very simple. And what you have set up here, it's a very simple process to get where you're going. And we always have it simple. You set up a stop loss as 25%. You set up your target at 50, and as your price moves here, you make your adjustments, right? The goal here is to simply make 20% per trade, right? And every time you make 20% per trade, you are on your way to making your money, right? So the system is designed, right? So guys, if you had a system where every time you make a trade, you can make 20%, right? And if you had $5,000 and you make that 20%, then you hit your goal. Like right here, we're breaking above 16%. What does that mean? There we go. We're above 20. What we need to do now is move our entry price to our 20% because we need to take profits at that level. Right here, 26%, right? We're going to take this a little bit lower. We're going to take it down to 23%, right? That would be the area that we would be moving, and that's what we want to take. Now, this is moving a little bit quicker. We're going to slide this down here to 16%, and we're going to take that right there. So that's how quickly you can make a trade and be profitable, right? So you see we hit our 30% pretty quick. A lot of times, guys, when you're newer, when you're in these trades, setting the stop loss already to the point of, you know, maybe 30% profits or 50. 50 is a little bit higher, but let's say you put it on 30% profits right out the door, and that 30% hits every time for you, and that just puts you in a situation where you're winning all your trades, right? So that is the goal, right? So that was how quick we can make 30% on there, right? So that's the basics of what we do. So let's try it. Let's reopen again. Here we go. We're going to open along. There you go. We're going to fill along. We're going to set here. Now this time we're going to set a 20% stop loss, a 30% profit. We're going to hit go. And now our goal is just to make 30% on this, right? Very simple. Very easy to do. And what we're really doing here, guys, is we're just, setting the style of what we're doing. So it's very important that you guys understand the whole purpose of the system and what we're doing is to master the 20% trade, right? This is what you want to do. So write this down because this is the journey you guys are going to take. So if you're inside of the VC Crypto Nation and you're learning how to trade, this is the entire system that we do. It's a system based on a very simple concept. We show you how to make, how to take $10 and yay, Gemstone, thanks for the follow. We show you how to take $10 when you start trading $10, $20. We teach you how to take $10 or $20 up to a 1,000 plus bag. And you grind your way up to a $5,000 bag over the next 4 months, right? At the end of the 4 months, 4 to 6 months, depending on your curve or how often you trade, you will then get to the point where you are mastering the 20% trade, right? And once you have the 20% trade mastered, the reason why you're mastering the 20% is because when you have a $5,000 bag, you are making $1,000 a trade. You only need 2 trades a week to earn $100K a year. So what you're doing is you're overthinking this, right? And that's where people make the mistake. You're overthinking this, right? So when you're in the system, this is the system that we're doing, right? Mastering the 20% trade. So as we move forward, I want to show you how to simply make that happen and get yourself in here. So every trade that we win is 20%. That is a 20% win. That is a winning trade. Now, if you're in my Discord, you're going to see a little bit of different things inside my Discord. And this is where a lot of times as we move forward, guys get a little crazy because, they're posting, big wins, right? So, and we also, we post our losses too, right? Because I can't help this guy if he doesn't post a loss. But let me show you what we have here. So this is the Discord. This is what you go through. Now this guy right over here, 171% profits, 64% profits, 110% profits, right? So we have all these little sections here. Here's a loss. We post our losses too because we have to learn. 131. These are students. These are new traders, right? So everybody here is making 100, 42%, 99%, et cetera, et cetera. We were talking about the shorts last night. This is the short I posted last night. This was 2 o'clock in the morning. I said XLM short on the red moon, right? And this was on the 1 hour. And at this time, there was a green moon. We needed a red moon, right? So this was the first double pullback on the 1 hour, the drop, and then the push up. And the point is that we're doing here is you're here to master the 20% trade. As you guys can see here, let me go ahead back to we already hit our 30%. So on this big spike here, it didn't show me, but we already hit our 30%. You can see the wallet went from $90 to 112. So we just hit 2 winning trades, right? So you guys think what I just did here, could you guys have followed that system, right, to do what we're doing? Now, obviously, this trade's going to go for a lot more. This trade is pushing hard here. But my whole point is it's not about making 100%, 200%, guys. And guys, if you're on TikTok, make sure you share this live. I'm going to go over a simple system to show you how to make 2 trades and make 100 grand a year. Okay, 2 trades, 100,000 a year. Pay attention. Get a notebook, get a pen, share the live, guys. Don't forget to follow, hit the like buttons, guys. We need 10,000 likes up in here. Let's move this forward and let's get us into the thing, right? So here we go. 2 trades a week, 20% master trade, right? We got to master the 20%. All right, so now once you know what you have to do, right? That's the whole goal right there. Now let's go over how to post inside the Discord properly, right? So this is the master trade, and in order to get yourself set up, obviously you follow the VC Crypto Nation system, and you get all that kind of set up for yourself. And what we do here is very simple. We just showed you how to win 2 trades, make 30% on both really quick. Now remember, the goal is only 20. Okay, so when you're in the Discord, guys, that's kind of what it is. So we're going to go over the next thing here of how to post and put yourself in there and get your goal is 20%, right? So every winning trade is 20%. All right, we don't need to go for 100, 200. Now, if you're in my Discord, you're going to see that we have way over all that stuff on TikTok live, right? So you see that we have all that extra stuff going on, and you don't need to make all that money, right? That's not the goal, right? It's not a what they call a pissing contest, and sometimes guys, they get a little bit caught up in the big posting, and I want to break this down to where we get to the point where we have to understand it's not about the big post. It's about being winning, right? And what's a winning trade, right? 20% every single time is a winning trade on a $5,000 bag. It's $100,000 a year. Okay, so now let's dig into here and go over what we were talking about. So last night I posted that on the 1 hour trade, right? The next move was going to be a 1 hour red. So here's your trade from last night, right? So here's my post, just so you guys can understand how this goes, right? So last night I posted that there's an XLM short, 2 a.m. red 1 hour red moon, right? And you guys can see here it was on the double pump on the 1 hour, the pullback, and then it was running, right? Now, the next short is when the 1 hour red moon hits, which is right here. Now, if you were up at that time paying attention, right, you would have got an indicator, an alert that would have told you that there's a 1 hour red moon right in here, and that it started to hit, right? And this is XLM's going to be a runner here, and you can see that in this area is your trade. So when you have a 1 hour red moon, let's move it down to here. We'll skip it and say there's a lag, right? Now, when that happens, your job is to fly over to the 3 minute, right? Keep it very simple. And inside the 3 minute, what are you looking for? You are looking for a 3 minute red moon and a 3 minute red trend, which already happened here. Okay, it already happened in this little section here. You already have a 3 minute red moon, 3 minute red trend. It's already hit, and that would give you confirmation that this is a short position that you're taking. And as you can see, this trade here paid off, no matter where you got in or how you did it, paid off about 231%. If you got in halfway, 145%. If you got in at the bottom, right, the worst case scenario is you got in somewhere down here, right? So we're doing 100x. So let's say that you got in somewhere down here, right? So this box right here, this tiny little section of this trade, that tiny little section of the trade right here is all you needed to make your money. You had all this opportunity to make your money, but if you would have got in anywhere in this little zone here, right, that little square box, this tiny little box, you had all these opportunities to make that money all the way down. And this is an important example because a lot of times guys will chase a trade or enter a trade too early. How many of you guys in the TikTok, hit the ones in the chat, how many of you guys enter a trade too early and then it goes the other way? Anybody do that? Any traders here? Do you enter a trade too early and it wicks you out and stop losses you out? Anybody? Hit ones in the chat. Stelios. Yo, what up, Stelios? All right, hit the ones in the chats, guys. All right, do you get in too early, right? We have to understand that, you don't need to rush this, right? The system that we teach and everything that we show is a system designed that you only need this little bit of an area to make money. So you have all this section to make money. There's on the 3 minute candle, there's 3 minute candle, then there's 3, 6, 9 minutes, then 3, 6, 9, another 9 minutes. So there was 40 minutes here, 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9. So there was 30 minutes here that you could have got into this trade and made money off of this trade, right? Because your goal is only 30%. So anywhere in here, you could have made money. There was no rush to get in this trade. So what you guys are doing is you're taking the trade too early, and it's bouncing, and you're fighting it for no reason. What you need to understand is the system is designed to make money when it's already guaranteed, right? When it's already happening, right? So once the trade already happens, then we're taking advantage of the trade that's happening, right? So we're in no rush here to make money. We know we're going to make money. We know that it's going to hit, right? Everything's designed to make money. Now, I don't want to get too far into the system here because this is about posting a trade, right? So here's how the trade would work, right? So let's get back on focus. So first thing you would do here is if I say there's an XLM short or you're looking for a short, this is how it goes. And this is what you guys need to understand when you post, okay? And this is how simple it is. Once you see that you're looking for a particular trade or somebody posts something about their XLM 1 hour red moon just hit. See right here, Jimmy posts a XLM 1 hour red moon just hit, right? That was 10 a.m. today, right? So if we go back here, let's take a look at the 10 a.m. post. Or what time was he on there? Was that last night, was it? Yeah, 10. So he's posting that the 1 hour hit, right? And here's another 1 hour that hits right here. Here's another 1 hour post that hits, right? So Jimmy's posting that there's a 1 hour hit right here, right? So XLM 1 hour, right? So these guys, see these XLM closes, 100% on that. Today at 7 a.m., 100%. Jimmy post, there's an XLM 1 hour red moon, right? Here he goes. Takes 94% profit on that, right? And if you look here, he posted it at 10:13 in the morning, right? So let's go back to XLM. And he's an hour ahead of me, so that would be 11 o'clock for me. So you can see right here at 11 o'clock, Jimmy posts that there's a 1 hour red moon. You can see right here that the 1 hour red moon hits perfectly, and there we go. So here's your 1 hour red moon. Let's go back and find it. 10 a.m. And we can see here that we get another 1 hour red moon right here, 10 a.m. Jimmy's posting this red moon in here. There's our 1 hour red moon. He's an hour ahead, so he's at, my clock says 9, his is 10. So he's got his 1 hour red moon. He takes advantage of that trade. Very easy to do, right? So now how you post that, right? So Jimmy posts here, and we're gonna correct this a little bit more because he posts right here, but he gets into the trade and he makes his money. Now what we have to do is we have to post better. So Jimmy put a 1 hour red moon, and he put it in there, but he didn't finish his post correctly. Now, he does show you that he does make his 94% profit, right? And what we need to do here is kind of like work on how we post because we need to, guys are getting too good at making profits that they're not posting properly. And we need to dig in here a little bit deeper and learn how to post, right? So how you post is like this, okay? So if you're going to get into a trade, right? So let's go over here. And let's go over how to post the trade, right? So this is how you post the trade. All right, guys. So if you're in the Discord, this is how you post the trade, right? So like Jimmy has a 1 hour red moon, right? Now he does that all correctly because he has his XLM. And he has that there. And he posts his 1 hour red moon, right? And he posted in there, he says, all right, there's an XLM 1 hour red moon. Okay. Now the problem is, once that happens, right, he tells you what trade he's going to get into, but he's not telling you how he's entering the trade, right? What you guys have to do is you have to finish that, right? You have to say, okay, XLM 1 hour red moon, okay? Entry short on 3 minute red moon, okay? And that's how he should have posted. Now his post is basically why there is a trade that's happening, but he also needs to post when he's going to enter the trade, right? On the 3 minute red moon, right? Now, when he puts that post up there, we're all aware that there's a 1 hour red moon. His entry is on the 3 minute red moon. And then once he enters the trade, he needs to put entered XLM short on 3 minute red moon, right? And then that's his next post, right? So his first post is what just happened, and then the post that he's entering is there. Now if that all happens at the same time, then put it all in there. 1 hour red moon, entry short on the 3 minute red moon, all right? And then he needs to put entered XLM short on 3-minute red moon, right? And this all needs to go into the chat, right? And the reason why is because very simple, right? When you post that XLM 1 hour red moon entry short on 3-minute red moon, that allows everyone to remember that you are aware that there's a 1 hour red moon. That's an alert for people to take a look at a popular coin that could possibly be a short, right? Doesn't mean it's a short, doesn't mean it's going to be your trade, doesn't mean it's going to be a trade that you do. It just simply means there's a possible trade that's happening inside the Discord. Doesn't mean you're taking it, doesn't mean it's a good one. What it means is there's a possibility. Now, your job when you first get into the Discord and as you continue to be in the Discord as a trader is to post why it isn't, right? You need to analyze. You're an analyzer. Your job is to analyze what is wrong with the post, right? So when Jimmy first posted, right, his trade, right? So let's go back here. When Jimmy first posted his trade, right? You can see here, he posts his trade here and he says 1 hour red moon, right? And we can see there right there. And then I'm going to put here, okay, thanks. Or I'm not even going to put that. I'm going to be like, okay, when are you entering, right? Right? And that's just to remind him that he needs to remember, right? And then I'm going to put I am going in on 3-minute red moon, right? And I'm going to post that. Okay. Now we have two interactions here for the people in the Discord to see that. Now we all know if we're watching this, whoever's entering this trade, right? Then when they enter that trade, they know that at least they're being reminded that we always enter on the 3-minute red moon, right? So it just lets everybody know that we're in the middle of a trade and that we're aware I'm going in on the 3-minute. Now your job is to analyze that, right? Because what you're doing is you are your Discord keeper. You're your brother's keeper. Your job is to analyze every single trade that is posted and explain why it's not a good trade, right? Your job is to post every single trade and explain why it's not a good trade. Okay, that's your job. Like at the end of the day, your job is to analyze every single trade and then post why it's not a good trade. All right, that's your job. And the reason why you do that is because it's your job to get everything correct, right? So here you can see I'm posting a thing here, right? 15:30. There you go. Now, as a person who's analyzing the trades, you're supposed to basically go over what's happening. And this is the importance of having a trading Discord, is that everybody is, reminding everyone to do what's right, right? Okay, when are you entering? I'm going in on the 3-minute red moon, right? And now what I'm doing is that I'm just reminding Jimmy that I'm following the system, right? So if you don't post that, then you can't get feedback, right? Now the other part of that is when you do post it like that, right, you're posting correctly. And then when the trade happens and I get my 3-minute moon and everything goes right and I enter my trade, I'm going to post entered short XLM on 3-minute red moon. And I'm going to post that. Now, what happens, what that means is everyone else can see that you entered the short on XLM on a 3-minute red moon. So then they can go to XLM and everyone can pull up the chart at that time and see what you're entering, right? So this was about 9 a.m. in the morning. We can see that was there. We could go to the 3-minute and then we could all look here and go, okay, you entered on the 3-minute. Okay, boom. How's the RSI? RSI looks like it's in your favor. This looks like you're going to make money. This actually looks like a good trade. I'm probably going to hop in here too. It looks good for me. I'm going to take a look at the 15-minute. I look at the 15-minute. I can see that the 15-minute is on its way down too. Everything looks good. This looks like a really good trade. This looks like it's going to make some money. And guess what? It made some money based on the system, right? I see nothing wrong with this trade. Now, if I seen something wrong with that trade, then I'm going to post something like this, okay? Let's say entered on the short on XLM 3-minute red moon, right? And I'm going to post something like I see wrong with it. Maybe like 15-minute RSI bottomed, right? Waiting for bounce to enter the short, right? And I'm going to post that instead, right? And what that means is now that if I'm in that trade, I'm aware that I might have missed the 15-minute RSI, and I'm going to wait for the bounce to happen. And this is allowing me to get into this particular trade, but it also allows me to analyze a trade, right? So when I go back and I look through all these, things that are being put here, in how all this is, what I'm doing here is I'm basically looking through all this. We can analyze how you trade, right? So I can go in here, right? So you see here, Traveler Phil. He has a LPT USDT short at 34%. Now, he won some 60%, 43%, but then he lost 34%, right? Now, if I look for Traveling Phil, right, I don't see where Traveling Phil told me that he was entering any trades. So since he doesn't have any of his information here, Traveler Phil, right, he's not following the system properly. And I can't go back through his trades and tell him what he did wrong, or any of us, because we can't analyze the trade because there's no information about the trades, right? There's no information here that tells me where he entered, when he entered, how he entered, what he did, right? There's no information. There's just trades. And if you do that, then you're not doing a system that's going to make you better. It's not going to make you, you're not going to be able to get the whole point of the trading system, or being inside the VC Crypto Nation, is so that I can analyze your trades and get you in there. So like here's Boogie. Now here, these guys, when they're in there, they are, look at the difference in here, right? When you're getting falls, saw Jimmy shout out, okay, gonna call it at 9, blah, blah, blah. Let's see, Brain Fred, I believe an A trade is exactly the same as a B trade, watching volumes. These guys are kind of going through their thing, right? Third down, 4-hour red moon just hit, right? So these guys need to add a little more. So you're going to see, like, by adding more, I can see where you made a trade, and then I can, go in there, right? Yes, I did 30%. That's enough for me. So guys are making trades, but the whole purpose of pointing here is like we need to tighten this up, because a lot of times we get so many people just posting their big wins. We're missing the system, right? So this is why we're going over this again, so that, if I can't analyze trades, right? But your job when you first come into the Discord is to analyze the trades as well, and to put yourself in a position where you are analyzing all the trades and explaining what is good, what is not, when should you enter, so that everyone can see what you're doing and then make the decision. So here's what I need you guys to do is, when you understand, right, and we'll wrap this video up here, is very simple. When there's a post inside the Discord, it doesn't mean it's a trade, okay? What it means is it's a trade that needs to be analyzed, okay? It's just a heads up that there's a possible trade happening. And then when somebody posts their trade is happening, your job is to go look at it and see if it's a trade that makes sense, right? So if someone posts a 1-hour red moon and you go back and say, yes, but the 4 hours headed up, and you post every reason why a trade isn't a good trade. And if somebody's posting waiting to enter on a waiting to enter the short, and they don't put why, be like, where what would be your entry? And then when someone enters the short and they say entered XLM long, and you go look at it and there's no red moon and no red trend, then you say this entry was might have been a little bit early because I don't see a red moon and I don't see a red trend. Right? And this is how we communicate and make each other better inside the Discord. So guys, follow the formula, follow the system, and post the trades. Now we're going to be very adamant about this because we need this information in order to go back and look at all the trades. Now, if you're looking for a trade to find or anything like that, don't forget over here, we have coin alerts, and I'm going to pop coin alerts up to the top. And all you're going to do is when you click on coin alerts, this is going to give you all the options of where to find a coin. I'm going to cover that next. But moving forward, guys, make sure that you actually post the trade correctly so that we can follow the trade. And if you're new in the Discord and you're learning the system, your job is to analyze every single trade so that I can see that you're active and that you're actually learning the system. Because if you're not analyzing the trade, then I don't know if you're learning how to actually make a trade. So I hope that makes sense, guys. So it's very simple. That's really what it comes down to, right? If you're not posting in here, just got stocks, right? SOS bouncing. I'm waiting. All right, so here. So this is a perfect low post. Solana is bouncing. I've been watching for another 3 to 5 red moon, right? So he needs a 3 or 5 red moon. So he's watching Solana, right? So this is today. Now it's not bad. Now he doesn't post anything else here about some would have been great. All right, so but he doesn't post anything else on Solana, right? So now he just posted this, right? He's on Storks, but he doesn't put anything on Storks. So you see how here I just got liquidated for the first time, long red on Storks, right? But he doesn't post when he entered, so I don't know. I can't analyze that, right? So I can go back here at 12:05 and look at Stork. But first thing I want to do here is Solana's bouncing. I've been waiting for another 3 to 5 red moon, right? So let's pull up Solana real quick. And let's take a look at Solana and see what he's looking for, right? So we can pull up Solana and do a quick test, right? So what's my first test here, guys? Obviously, walk through the system. I'm going to roll through it really quick. I'm not going to go through the full system here. You should already know it. And I can see here that this is definitely at the bottom of a short. And this is pushing up. This is not a short. And so I can analyze this here really quickly, and I can see here if he's talking about, let's say he's talking about a short. Solana's bouncing. I'm waiting for another 3 to 5 red moon, right? Now, since he put red moon there, I'm going to assume that he's waiting for a short on the 3 to 5 red moon. Now, this happened at 12:01, right? It's about an hour and a half. What time? Yeah, 12:01. All right, so it's about an hour. It's about an hour ago. So look at Solana. Let's go back about an hour on Solana, right? So an hour on Solana would put me at about 12:30, right? So let's mark this area off. All right, so this is where he's looking at Solana, right? Now he's waiting for another 3 to 5 minute red moon here, right? So here's his 3-minute green moon. It's bouncing on him right here. See, there's his bounce right here. He's waiting for another 3-minute red moon, right? Which means he's trying to catch another short here, right? Now, if I'm looking at this, I can see that, you know, that's what he's going for. Possibly a 5-minute, you know, short in here. So that's kind of what he's going for. But notice here that we have a 3-minute green trend, right? So I would post there that there's a 3-minute green trend, right? So I would look there, I would look at the 1 hour, notice the 1 hour's bouncing here. So here's what I would do. I don't like that short, so I would post this, right? I would click here and be like, looked, but 1 hour headed up. and 3-minute green trend looks like a long bounce is coming. And I would post that, right? And that's all I'm doing. Now, as I come along and I'm reviewing this, I can see that you got a 1 hour green moon. So you know that this is going to bounce. Solana's going to go for a long here. So I don't know why he's trying to short here when Solana's about to actually jump. So here's Solana right here. All right, let's go ahead and put a price tag in here. So the price label goes right here. All right, there's your price label right here. So right now, Solana in this section of $18.02, 6 cents. Solana does not look like it's going to be a big short here. We are not, we don't take small shorts. We take massive shorts. This is not a full position. The 2 hour is also, if I take a look at my RSIs here, I can see that the 2 hour is at the bottom, right? 2 hours flat. 1 hour is bouncing. 3 hours flat. 4 hours flat. This does not look like nothing like a short. This looks like a complete long here. We just hit a 30-minute green moon. We just hit a 1 hour green moon here, right? And that kind of like that 1 hour green moon was the end of this pullback, right? So it comes in here, hits its 1 hour green moon, comes all the way down, and now it looks like Solana wants to be a runner now that it has a green moon. So I wouldn't be looking for this to be a short because there's not a lot of room here for it to be a short, right? It has to develop a little bit more over time. Let's say that if he's trying to, get this short to come back to the lowest weak position, I mean, there's some room here. I think he might be playing this, bounce off of this lower level here. If it goes all the way down, it's worth 150%. But normally it's going to bounce off the moving average here, which is only 40-some%. Yeah. I mean, it's an interesting play. I would, come back and look at this, but this is not something I would review because you have a 3-minute green trend, and I would just basically post that, right? Look, but the 1 hour headed up, and 3-minute green trend looks like a long bounce is coming, right? And I would just post that, and then I would move on. This isn't a trade that I would be looking to get into based on the system. So as you guys learn the system, you realize that that's not something we're looking for. But that is how you post. I'm not going to get too far into the system here. This is just how to post and what we're looking for, right? And then we'll get into like coins and everything from here, how to find alerts on the next video. All right, guys, I appreciate it, man. That is how to post. This is what you need to post. And then just to add it up at the end, once you make your 20% gains, right? Let's go back over here. And once you get your 20% gains, you have your open orders and stuff like that. So take your little 20% gainers that you did, hit that little button right there, and this is where you want to post. Every time that you post that you're in a trade or whatever you're doing, post that 20% win, because that's the goal, is to make 20% on every single trade. It's not to make 200. It's not a pissing contest. You guys are built and designed to make a lot of money, but the point is that keep it simple. Goal 20% masters. Master this percent. All right. This is what it's all about. It's about mastering that 1% so that every single time you can get paid on what you're doing. You don't need to make a lot of money to get what you're looking for. You need to master the 20% so that way every single time you make money, it's very easy, right? So 20% on 5,000 is $1,000 a trade. 2 trades a week makes 100K. Master the 20%. That's what we're here for, boys. guys. So if you're interested, guys, in trying to make, understanding a system or how it works, hit me an email. Send me an email so that you guys can, see what's going on, learn how to trade, learn how to get into trades, master the trades that are going in there, because that's how you make money, guys. This is the trade that we're here for. Don't get caught up in the pissing contest. It's fun to post 200% wins like Shane, and it's fun to post, plus 110s and all this other stuff. But we need to get to the point where we're just posting the 20% wins, right? We have to be masters of 20 to 30% wins, because that's all it takes to make 100 grand, guys. Don't lose focus here, right? If you're a sprinter and you're winning a gold medal when you run, 50 yards, then don't get caught up in trying to run a 10-mile marathon. This is all about following the system and making the correct trades and posting your 20 to 30%. Move your stop loss like you're told, right? So go to your stop loss, move your stop loss. When you first start off, put your trades at a 30% take profit, put your stop loss where it is. Make sure you're moving your stop loss every time your coin jumps so that you're taking your 26 to 30% every single time. The lowest you should be taking is 15% profits, guys. Post those wins every single time so you can understand that you are working your way to mastering the 20% trade, and that is how you get to 100 grand, guys. So watch the other videos, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, and make sure you're posting correctly so that we can go back over the trades, and make sure you understand that your job is to analyze every trade, right? Post why the trade is good, post why it's bad, post if you like it, post when you're going to enter, post why you're going to enter. 3-minute red moon, 3-minute red trend. I'm waiting for the 15-minute RSI to get to the top. Post all the reasons why you're entering a trade, and I can review that and actually teach you how to make money. But if you're not posting that right now, guys, then how do I know how to critique what you're doing? Guys, I'm going to be very diligent on this. I've been on vacation for the last 2 weeks. I am back now, and I want to see this posting everywhere, and the guys in the team are going to start looking for this. So make sure you're posting correctly. If you don't understand, watch this video twice. Have a good day.